Do you ever wonder why your hair suddenly makes you look older, even when your skin looks great? You can have glowing skin and makeup, but if your hair looks dry, flat, it quietly adds years to your appearance. Here's the truth: it is not just aging. It is the small, everyday habits that slowly weaken mature hair without you realizing it. And today, we are correcting them. By the end of this video, you will understand exactly what changes after 60, which subtle routines are damaging your hair, and what simple adjustments bring back softness, shine, and natural volume. These are realistic changes that work for women over 50 and 60, not trendy advice made for 20-year-olds. Let's start with what is really happening to your hair in the first place. Hair after 60 is biologically different. Estrogen levels decline, which affects the growth cycle. Strands become finer in diameter. Density decreases gradually over time. The scalp produces less oil. That natural shine you once had does not come as easily anymore. On top of that, years of coloring, heat styling, sun exposure, and environmental stress add up. The cuticle layer becomes more fragile. That means hair breaks faster and loses moisture quickly. So the routine you used at 40 may now be quietly working against you. Now let's talk about the first silent mistake: daily flat ironing, high heat blow drying, curling irons set too hot. For many women over 50 and 60, this has simply been part of the routine for decades. It feels normal, it feels polished, it feels necessary. But hair after 60 is not the same hair you had at 40. When hair becomes finer, it cannot tolerate the same level of heat. Each strand has less internal protein structure. The protective outer layer, called the cuticle, is thinner and more fragile. That means high temperatures break down the strand faster than they used to. What once created smoothness now slowly creates weakness. Over time, this shows up as rough texture, dullness, and those thin, wispy ends that make hair look tired and see-through. You may also notice that your style does not last as long. Curls fall flat. Volume disappears by midday. The crown starts looking sparse even though you have not technically lost more hair. Give your hair at least 2 heat-free days per week. On those days, let it air dry partially and finish with a round brush on low to medium airflow. Even switching from high to medium airflow consistently can improve hair condition over several months. You can also explore heatless volume methods, Velcro rollers at the crown, setting the top section while you do your makeup. A simple change in technique can preserve strength without sacrificing style. Now let's move to something even more subtle. This one sounds harmless, but it adds up quickly over time. As we get older, hair elasticity decreases. After 50 and especially into the 60s, strands do not stretch and bounce back the way they used to. They are less flexible and more fragile. That means the same brushing technique you used for years can suddenly become too aggressive. Brushing hard, fast, or repeatedly, especially when hair is wet, creates tiny points of breakage along the strand. Wet hair is at its weakest state. The cuticle is slightly lifted, and the internal structure is more vulnerable. When you pull through knots without patience, you are not just detangling. You are snapping delicate fibers. You may not see large clumps falling out in the shower. That is why this mistake is so easy to miss. Instead, you start noticing thinner ends, more flyaways around the crown, frizz that was not there before. The ponytail feels smaller. The bottom of your haircut looks wispy instead of full. A few simple changes make a big difference. Start detangling from the ends and slowly work your way upward in small sections. Hold the hair gently above the knot to reduce tension on the root. Use a wide tooth comb on damp hair instead of a tight bristle brush. If your scalp feels tender, choose a softer brush that glides rather than scratches. Take your time. Mature hair responds better to patience than force. Gentler handling helps preserve the density you still have. It protects the length. It keeps the ends looking thicker. and thicker ends create a more youthful outline around the face. And speaking of density, the next mistake affects fullness instantly. This one surprises a lot of women. Many women over 50 automatically reach for richer creams and thick masks because hair feels drier than it used to. That instinct makes sense. Mature hair does lose natural oil production, especially after 60. The texture can feel rougher, so heavier products seem like the solution. But here is where things quietly go wrong. If your strands are fine or even medium in texture, heavy products can weigh them down within minutes. Thick conditioners, dense leave-in creams, and oil layered on top of oil create buildup along the shaft. Instead of looking nourished, the hair starts looking limp. And when hair sits flat against the scalp, it changes how your entire face is framed. Flat roots draw the eye downward. They reduce lift at the crown. They can make the jawline look softer and the neck less defined. Even if your haircut is good, the weight from the product can collapse the shape. That visual heaviness often reads as aging. The solution is not to skip moisture, it is to choose wisely. Lightweight volumizing shampoos and conditioners are often better choices now. Look for formulas that hydrate without heavy butters or dense oils if your hair is not extremely coarse. Apply conditioner only to the mid-lengths and ends. Keep the roots as light and clean as possible. If you use leave-in products, start with a small amount. You can always add more. Most mature hair needs less product than you think. Clarifying once or twice a month also helps remove buildup that silently flattens your style. When the hair shaft is clean, it naturally lifts better and reflects more light. Next, we need to talk about something that almost no one prioritizes. The scalp is aging too. Most women over 50 focus on the strands. Very few think about the skin underneath. But after 60, the scalp goes through real biological changes. Blood circulation to the follicles slows slightly. Oil production decreases. The skin can become thinner, drier, and more sensitive. If the scalp environment is not healthy, new growth will not be as strong or as resilient. Hair may grow finer, it may shed more easily, it may lack shine from the very beginning. Scalp care is not a trend, it is foundational. Think about how much attention you give your face. The cleansers, serums, moisturizers, and sunscreen. The scalp is an extension of that same skin. Ignoring it while expecting thick, vibrant hair does not work long term. Another common habit is overusing dry shampoo. It feels convenient, especially when hair is thinning and you are trying to stretch volume. But layering dry shampoo for several days without properly cleansing can clog follicles and create buildup. Over time, that can irritate the scalp and interfere with healthy growth. Instead, massage your scalp gently several times a week. Use your fingertips, not your nails. This simple habit increases circulation and helps deliver nutrients to the follicles. Even 3 to 5 minutes makes a difference. Avoid piling on products without washing thoroughly. Choose gentle shampoos that cleanse without stripping. If dryness is an issue, look for lightweight scalp serums that support hydration without clogging pores or making roots greasy. Now let's address something that feels harmless but makes a visual difference. This one is deeply personal. Many women over 50 and 60 have had the same basic haircut for years. It feels familiar. It feels safe. You know how to style it. Your stylist knows exactly what to do without asking questions. But hair density changes over time. Facial structure changes too. Bone structure softens slightly. Skin loses some firmness. Hair becomes finer and sometimes less abundant at the crown and temples. A haircut that looked full and flattering 20 years ago may now exaggerate thinness without you realizing it. Very blunt cuts can make fine ends look sparse because there is not enough density to support that heavy line. On the other hand, too many layers can remove too much bulk and make the perimeter look stringy. Both extremes can make hair appear thinner than it actually is. The goal after 60 is balance and structure. You want movement without sacrificing fullness. Soft layering can create dimension while keeping the ends looking healthy. Slight lift at the crown adds gentle height, which visually elongates the face and draws the eye upward. That subtle vertical lift alone can create a more refreshed appearance. Face framing pieces also matter. They should soften features without carving away too much density around the cheeks and jaw. Strategic shaping can highlight your eyes and cheekbones instead of emphasizing areas you may feel self-conscious about. The sweet spot is a length and shape that supports the density you currently have, not the density you had at 40. The right shape can instantly create a more youthful silhouette without drastic change. Sometimes it is not about cutting it all off, it is about refining the structure. So, have you noticed any mistakes listed here that you've done unconsciously? Share your thoughts below, and if this video gives you fresh ideas, you will definitely love this next one.